It's time for Recipe of the Day. Back to school season is in full swing now, and I am in the mood for cozy comfort food, which is what you're getting today from this chili recipe. But it's not just your average chili recipe. This one's an Italian sausage chili, and it has lots of bell peppers in it. And so it's a nice twist on the original chili, and it just kind of tastes like a sausage and pepper hoagie, but in a bowl. Really nice twist on that original recipe. And it's actually ready a little bit more quickly than a regular chili. I think just because the Italian sausage has so much flavor that just gets into everything else so quickly. But also we're caramelizing things in stages, which is going to give it that like all day simmered flavor in less time. It is still going to take about an hour from start to finish though, but totally doable. Most of that time is unattended cooking, the odd little stirring here and there. Okay, you're going to get a large Dutch oven or heavy bottomed pot onto high heat with 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And you're adding 2 green bell peppers that you've seeded and chopped and a large onion chopped up to that. I know it's over high heat, and that's because we really want it to almost like char and caramelize. You are cooking that, stirring occasionally over that high heat for a good 8 minutes. You want that really nice dark color starting to develop on there. Then you're adding 2 pounds of ground Italian sausage meat. What I mean is the stuff that is inside of Italian sausage casings, that is often sold instead kind of like ground beef in just little packages of the ground meat labeled as Italian sausage or hot Italian sausage, mild Italian sausage meat, sweet Italian sausage, but it kind of looks like a pinker version of ground meat, not in casings. You want 2 pounds of that. If you don't have that, you can use 2 pounds of Italian sausage in casings. You just want to use some clean kitchen scissors to slice along those casings, take the casings off, pull the meat out, and then you're good to go with that. I suppose you could instead leave it in the casings and use a sharp knife to slice it. I think it's going to be a mushy mess, but if you want to, you can do that instead. I haven't tried that though. I don't know. Okay, so you're adding 2 pounds of that meat. It could be the sweet Italian or the hot Italian or a combination of the two. You're adding that in still over high heat, and you are cooking and stirring that occasionally, kind of breaking it into crumbles until it's cooked through and browned about 8 minutes. Okay, now that was the first like 2 steps of really caramelizing the food. We did both peppers and onions, and then the sausage getting really good crumbly flavor on there. Push that to the side, and then you're going to see that some of the fat from the sausage has come out. It's there on the bottom of the pot. You can take some of that out if you want to, but there's a lot of flavor in there. Leave some of it though, because we're going to add a 1/4 cup of tomato paste into there, mixing with that fat, and you're going to spread it into a little flat layer and just leave it for about a minute. It's caramelizing on the bottom of that pan. Okay, then after that minute, stir the sausage and vegetables in with that tomato paste and let that all cook undisturbed for 5 minutes. Okay, so now everything has been really nicely caramelized. We're going to add in the last round of ingredients and some liquid. You're doing a 15-ounce can of cannellini beans. Those are the white kidney beans, and they're kind of Italian, and I like that sort of Italian sausage with the Italian bean thing going on, but you could really use any kind of beans that you wanted to. So it's a 15-ounce can that you've drained and rinsed, along with a 28-ounce can of peeled or crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, whatever your favorite tomato product is, that is going in there. If they're the canned plum tomatoes or canned tomatoes that are kind of more whole in there, I would take those kitchen scissors, clean ones or the same ones you used on the sausage since we're cooking this anyways, and just go right into the opened can and kind of snip, snip, snip all around. And that's going to cut up those tomatoes so they're not big, whole, big chunks in your chili. Okay, so we added the beans, we added the tomatoes. You're also adding 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Stir that up and bring it up to a simmer, then reduce it down low just to a little bubble and cook, stirring that occasionally for 10 minutes, and it is done. In those 10 minutes, all that brown flavor from the sausage and the vegetables and the tomato paste will have kind of spread into the liquid, and it is ready way to eat. You spoon that into bowls. I like to top it with a generous serving of shredded mozzarella or shredded Italian blend cheese. Of course I do, you know me and cheese. Or you could do a little bit of sour cream or green onion, or just like it is. I do love to serve it with garlic bread, and I'm going to link to my air fryer garlic bread recipe for you because it's so good, and also to my favorite garlic butter recipe. It is insanely delicious. It's very, very garlicky, and well, it's special for a variety of reasons. You need to go check that out. I will put those links in the show notes for this podcast episode, as well as the link to this recipe, or for this recipe, you can head to cookthestory.com/ROTD and get it there. Everything there is arranged by date, so it's helpful to know that today is September 4th of 2025. And I'll tell you, if you love my recipes and my ideas, you need to be on my email list. I send all kinds of recipes and ideas, and also stories about my crazy life, how I'm dealing with my teenagers, and well, they're not here a lot. Sometimes I'm just cooking for me and Marty, and so there's lots about cooking for two as well in there. So many ideas, so many tips. You are going to love it. The best and easiest way to do that is to launch yourself into my email list through one of my free mini courses. They're little email courses that you get for free, usually like 5 days of emails, and then after that, you start getting all of my emails in your inbox. Don't worry, it's not too many. It's just 1 to 2 a week, and they're always packed with great recipes and ideas. To sign up for those courses, go to cookthestory.com/courses. And you know what? If you want to skip the courses and just get straight onto the email list, I hear you. The easiest way to do that is go to cookthestory.com/start-here, and you'll see a sign up for weekly newsletter there, or go to cookthestory.com and click on Start Here from the menu, and you can sign up there. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Christine Pittman from cookthestory.com, thecookful.com, the all new chicken cookbook, and from this podcast, Recipe of the Day. I hope you have a great day. Let's get cooking.